guys, welcome back. This is another Elden Ring ASMR video. I have a bunch of new spells now, and we're going to be exploring the world a bit, and we'll see what happens while we explore. So this guy I don't need to tackle right away. I like leaving him up for the beginning portion of the game because we don't have anything to use for what it offers. I just got a new talisman that absorbs mana from backstabbing. That's pretty useful, honestly, because that's right in line with how my build works. It wasn't a long boss fight, but it was certainly a challenging one to get through. It was very fast-paced, and I almost didn't think I could get it with magic, but I did. I'll show you the talisman. It looks like this Assassin's Cerulean dagger. Alright, I can't die right now. I also upgraded or changed the concoction of my Crimson Flask. So now it actually enhances magic damage and also enhances stamina regeneration. So now I have more incentive to use my health flasks instead of just my magic flasks, which is nice. But I still use the Cerulean Tears despite that. So we did get the minor tree boss from here. This was defeated. I think I'm trying to see where we could go. This looks promising, actually. Usually there's something in these forests. I finally got to be able to upgrade my wolf pack summon. Whereas before I was just stuck with +0. Now I have +2, I believe. +1 or +2. I want to kill that giant, but we're gonna go for down here first. Because I know I can't get from here from up there. Oh, maybe I can. Good. Oh well. There's usually something in these forests that's useful to get. Or explore, at least. My crafting repertoire is a lot bigger now, too, which is nice. I guess there isn't much in this little forest population. discovery and boosts rune acquisition, which are two of the most useful items, I think, that you can craft. So anyway, where else should we go? I guess we can go down here. I'm curious if there is anything down here, because we don't usually go this way. It's not marked on the map, but try it anyway. Make sure there's no items we're missing. Just a giant drop from the cliff. That's all there really is. So there's nothing over here. This game is so good, but there are certain areas that are empty, and usually you can tell by just looking at the map that there's nothing there to begin with, but I still wish they would try to put stuff here anyway, because then it wouldn't be so much land to cover that just doesn't have anything. There's probably some stuff down there, like I see the, what do you call those things, the Jesus ruined crosses, I don't know what to call them. I'm sure they have a name. I want to explore them. Just for the heck of it. It's not a total waste, honestly. There is stuff down here. Like an entire tribe of these things. Let's check out what's over here. So, those soldiers are there. So, I guess they're guarding the perimeter. I would like to make more of a ranged knight build, probably after this playthrough. I think it would be cool, and I think ranged really does make the game a lot easier, although I don't expect a crossbow to be as powerful as a sorcerer's magic bolts or anything, but it would still be fun, and I would use melee more often too. This is what I'm talking about. I knew there had to be something here. I've never gotten this before. Enhances attacks on horseback. That's really useful for certain builds. That is super useful. I never thought that something like that existed in this. I'm really glad I found that, because I'm going to use it for other builds in the future. That's really cool. I guess this golem is just, oh no, he is alive. Interesting. But this is more from the earlier part of the game, so I definitely crush most of these enemies. They don't stand a chance against me. These spells are too powerful, and I'm already like 40 intelligence, I think. Yep, 40 intelligence. But I'm really glad that we discovered that just now. I bet a lot of people haven't seen that talisman before, unless they looked it up for like a build or something. There's a guy in real time, just scoping out the area. Probably not in real time, but like maybe a few seconds ago. I love how they did that mechanic, the phantom mechanic. It's so unique, like there's no other game I've ever played that has something like that. And this is what I'm talking about, exploration really does pay off. I didn't even anticipate finding one of these. And we'll probably crush it because this is early game. We can level up too, which is nice. they anticipated that kind of build in the first place, but it makes sense because they made the game in the first place. So. These guys are such trolls. Hidden path ahead. I used to be one of those people. Now I don't really do messages, honestly. I think you do get regeneration bonuses or Crimson Tears by using the messages. The more you get voted up, the more regens you get or something, but I mean that's kinda cool. And it is a reason to it's a good reason to put messages down, but I guess I'm lazy. I don't know. Interesting. I think he blocked that with his shield actually. I thought he just didn't get one shot. I was so surprised. This thing I hope falls off because I can't get him from here. Oh, there we go. That was perfect. I don't know how to get up there yet. I don't know if we can actually get up there. We must be able to somehow. It looks like there's a door on that side, so we'll figure it out. Maybe. I'm not sure. Grave Glove Word 1, that's exactly what I was looking for, honestly. We haven't gotten any Titanite shards, but honestly, the Grave Glove Word is just as good, if not better. Alright. Oh wow, they all came back. Oh, actually, those are new ones. Interesting. I don't think we really need to fight them, really. But we will anyway, just for fun. Yeah, I was wondering, I saw the bones on the ground and they just didn't seem to do anything. So they must have been waiting for a surprise attack or something. They just died right away though, or at least that one did. Very suspicious. That poor guy died. Wondering if there's like a hidden wall here. Oh, there was a hidden passage right here though. I knew something had to be here. That's super useful because we got another Grave Glove Word 1. They're very rare and they're only one-time use. You can't find them. Once you find them, they will never grow in the world again. You just have to find them each individually. If that makes sense. Uchi-katana, that's an iconic weapon, and I was wondering why that wasn't in this game, honestly. It is in the game, it was just kind of hard to find. It's like an iconic Dark Souls 1 weapon. Most everyone has probably found that weapon in Dark Souls 1, and it's a really good weapon too. Same in Dark Souls 3, honestly. Excuse me. Okay. Nimble sword ahead. I think we're actually going to use the flask for this. The physic flask. To increase our magic. And hopefully the night common is good enough for damage. Black Knife Assassin. Oh, this is a copy of the enemy I was talking about before that gave me the magic Assassin's Cerulean Dagger. Crimson Dagger, there we go. That's funny. Interesting. There's probably only 2 of those enemies in the game. Honestly, I might replace the lightning damage talisman because that's more of a situational item. I see it a lot, but if anyone deals lightning, it's good to have those minor Erd tree enemies are good to have it, but I think we're gonna try, just for now, the Assassin's Crimson Dagger, because we do a lot of critical hits with this build. That was a really nice surprise, honestly. Yeah, I knew there had to be something over here. That was honestly totally worth it. I almost didn't come here, but it paid off that we did. Now I wonder if we can get to the other side without dying. I think we can. Yep. What's over here? Okay, so we've been to that race. There's honestly a lot. You would just have to use the map to discover some of the things in this game. You can't just expect to like wander and find things like every other second. You kind of have to explore using the map. At least that's what makes it more fun in my opinion. My first playthrough of this game, I didn't use the map that much, long story short, and it wasn't as fun as I thought it could be. And then my brother was like, "You're not using the map, that's why you can't find anything." And I'm like, "Oh, that makes a lot of sense." I was probably in the minority with that anyway, but it's like, yeah, you dummy. I think this game is, you can tell it took a lot of hard work to make this game. Oops. The thing I like about this attack, by the way, the carry and slicer, it's kind of random, but that's like almost double the damage. Almost, not exactly, but that's a crap ton of damage. So it saves on mana cost, and it also is just good to use in terms of damage. Anyway. I think the Comet Shard is, the Glintstone Comet Shard is more powerful. So when you know an enemy's not gonna go into dodge your attacks, you might as well just use the Comet Shard over the Night Comet. But of course it's situational, so it depends. If they can dodge, you always want to use Night Comet. And I didn't think you could get down here, but it looks like you can. What is down there? I don't really know. Actually, I wonder if I can go to this little river first. I think there might be something over here to explore. Because down there, I think we've been down most of that area. Maybe not most, but if we go down there, we can't really get back up unless we go back on that horse elevator thing. I don't know what to call it, wind whirl or something. So we'll go here first. Those octopus things. That's a good amount of damage. We're not even hitting its weak side. We just totally dominate these guys now, whereas we used to like have to spend a good amount of time fighting them. It's nice being I guess we're over leveled. But it's nice having the power we do have, because it just kind of makes the game in certain areas feel like more rewarding, I guess, as we spent a lot of time. Well, at least I did, like off camera, I spent a lot of time leveling up and taking my time through all the enemies, getting the gear, and it really made the game a lot more enjoyable. Because my first playthrough, I basically ran gets kind of boring after a while. But I think in this game it's intended that you run past certain enemies, so yeah, that's just the way it is. Yeah, I think I have to jump down from here. I think I only have one cotton ball left. Yeah, I do, soft cotton. So I don't take fall damage. Oh my gosh, it was too far of a fall though. It sucks. I don't know how to get there. Do we literally just have to fall onto the wind thing? I don't really know. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. That's kind of cheap because I thought you could just use a cotton ball. Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to do. Okay, that's a weird one, honestly. So this guy, I think, is gonna drop a gravity spell. He looks like one of those enemies. Yeah, he's using gravity magic. Maybe not. They usually drop gravity spells, or maybe I've already defeated him and I've been here before, but I don't think I have. Usually those guys will give you like some kind of, it seems like it's like